All right. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, the name's James IZ, and of course I'm back yet with another video. Now, this video topic, bro, I'm gonna be talking about what's going on down in the comedy world right now. There was this comedy show being held by the Arabs, you know what I mean? The Saudis, the Arab money, you know what I mean? The oil money, right? That country of Saudi Arabia, right? I think Saudi Arabia is trying way too hard to be like America because they got their hands in a lot of shit like F1 racing, a football team, you know, it's like a soccer team or something like that. Or like a soccer league, maybe, I don't know. They do stuff with golf, I think, and I mean, at this point, they pretty much own the WWE, or I mean, like later on, like in the future, they will have 100% ownership over the WWE after TKO is done using it as a fucking fleshlight. Also, I still can't believe that they're using AI for a WWE creative at this point. So, to me, wrestling is fucking dead. Moving on from my neck-bearded fandom, yeah, let's talk about the most hated comedy show in history.
What you see here is quite possibly the most iconic lineup for a comedy festival in history, but there is a dark side to this event that cannot be ignored. Dave Chappelle, Kevin Hart, Bill Burr, Louis C.K., Tom Segura, Andrew Schultz are just a few of the over 50 comedians who hit the stage. But now many are accusing them of taking blood money from a government trying to cleanse its brutal history.
Listen, bro, I can't even blame them. Go ahead and get your bag, king. Let's just keep it real, bro. It's all broke people who are pissed off and upset that these famous comedians who are already multi-millionaires is taking more money just to do one show in Saudi Arabia. Does Saudi Arabia have an evil history? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that slavery, I mean, like the slave trade is still going on today in Saudi Arabia. Good luck trying to report on that shit because they kill reporters too. So, I mean, what the fuck am I supposed to do about it? I guess I don't have to take the money out of a moral reason, but at the same time, I mean, I gotta pay my bills or something.
The festival took place in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, a country that is known for its free speech violations, restriction of the press, unfair elections, slavery, and its system of Sharia law, which represses the rights of women and other minorities within the country. If any of these laws are violated, individuals have their day in court with no implementation of case law, no standard criminal code.
Let's be honest, bro, you're probably gonna overlook that if there's a 7-figure check right in front of you, okay?
If found guilty, they risk being put to death, even for non-violent crimes like adultery and drug smuggling.
I mean, damn, like they really just kill you over some drugs? Okay, we'll put away the wax pen then, buddy. We are going to Saudi Arabia, pal.
So countless comedians taking a massive paycheck to perform for a regime with one of the worst human rights records on earth sparked outrage across the comedy world. Some apologized, some are fighting back, and some are staying strategically silent.
Shouts out to Dave Chappelle. He got away with the bag and no problems, because guess what? Everybody's gonna forget about this shit anyways, okay? I do believe that Dave Chappelle is doing the right thing by staying quiet.
But one of the most surprising performers who took the Saudi money was Pete Davidson, considering his father was a firefighter who died during the 9/11 attacks on America.
Guys, I think we all know who really did 9/11 here. That's all. Never mind. I ain't even going. Oh, why did you bring up 9/11 now? Because now you got me thinking. I'm about to go down a rabbit hole. Fuck you, Patrick CC. No, I'm not doing it.
Not caring and taking the money was also the mindset of Tim Dillon. Ironically, this is also what got him removed from the festival. Tim has been very open about his fascination for gaining money and power, and he even directly admitted that he could be bought by any entity or government agency if the price was right.
Oh, Tim Dillon's in LA. He's going to sell out. Yes, correct. Correct. I am here and I have my asshole gaping wide open for a multinational corporation to mount me and me.
So when he told everyone that he was taking the Saudi money, nobody was surprised. It's exactly what they expected.
I mean, Tim Dillon, like before, like in the past, he has said that he will sell out if the price is right. He has a price, basically. What's the point of talking about Tim Dillon here? I mean, he's being open and honest. We can't even, like, get mad at him, truly. Whatever, I don't care.
Ironically, him defending the Saudis is what actually got him removed from the lineup entirely.
Oh, so he was defending the Saudis and then he got removed off.
But he called me and he said, they heard what you said about them having slaves. And I said, I was being positive about it. I was defending them. He goes, well, I know that. I know you were defending them. I said, I was defending them for having slaves. I literally said, slaves are probably hard workers and for the most part, agreeable. but they didn't like that.
Okay, all right. Well, that's just crazy. All right.
Before the Riyadh Comedy Festival was even announced, Shane Gillis mentioned that he had been offered to perform in Saudi Arabia, but denied.
Loser, L.
And Shane wasn't alone in his stance, as other comedians chimed in to give their takes. Comedian David Cross, who was not personally invited, expressed secondhand embarrassment that his colleague—
Bro, who the fuck is this nigga then? If he wasn't invited, shut your bitch ass up. The fuck are we talking about?
For example, Whitney Cummings spoke out against those celebrating the assassination of Charlie Kirk, saying, "If you are happy someone was publicly executed because they don't share your beliefs, congrats, you're the Taliban." Not even 1 month later, Whitney was on stage performing for a country with a deep history of doing the exact same thing she was criticizing. Not to mention that she signed a contract agreeing to completely ignore those same behaviors.
Okay, yeah, so this is a hypocrite, clearly a blatant hypocrite. I like Tim Dillon because he was actually honest. Even early in his career, he was just open and honest. This chick is a hypocrite. I completely understand why you would be pissed off at this chick here.
Jeff Ross, king of Comedy Central celebrity roasts, considers comedy as one of the last bastions of free speech.
Bro, this came from August 7th, 2012, when this was written here. It's 2025. Can we get, like, what the fuck are we talking about?
However, the comedian who got the most backlash for his performance was Bill Burr, because in the past, he was extremely vocal about criticizing other entertainers for taking Saudi money to perform for them.
So Bill Burr is also a hypocrite as well. Okay, I get it. Oh my god, bro. All this boring ass outrage, bro. Like, okay, so what? Bill Burr's a fucking hypocrite. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Wow, a famous person, a famous rich person being a hypocrite and taking Saudi blood oil money. Ooh, it's such a big deal. I'm so upset. I'm angry. If this shit actually pissed you off, like, you actually need to do something better with your fucking life, bro, because I could truly care less.
In 2011, Bill called out Beyonce, Usher, and Mariah Carey for doing a private New Year's performance for the children of Muammar Gaddafi.
Usher, Beyonce, and Mariah Carey actually did private New Year's gigs for $1 million. Did New Year's gigs for Gaddafi's kids. Can you believe that? How much money do you need to make? You know, you're gonna take a gig where you're gonna go dance like a goddamn clown for a mass murderer's kids?
I mean, yeah, I do think it's cringe that, like, really rich parent would hire, like, a famous person or like a singer or like a rapper for their kid's birthday party. Why are you doing all that for your kid's birthday party? I get that spending $1 million on these people is probably nothing to you. Raindrops in an ocean, I get it. But, like, even still, like, bro, if I had kids, if they asked me to get a famous person for their birthday, I'd, like, even when I have the money for it, it's like, no, fuck you. You're gonna take these presents and that's it. Like, shut up. Oh my goodness, bro. Can we just get over this Bill Burr shit? Shut up, bro. I get it. He's a hypocrite. Shut up.
Comedy Festival is one piece of a government program called Saudi Vision 2030. Vision 2030 represents a bold state-led capitalist reform agenda for Saudi Arabia and aims to reshape the country's economy, society, and global standing.
So basically, they want to be like America. That's basically it, right?
Saudi Arabia is an extremely wealthy country, mostly due to its oil production, which is responsible for
we get an Arab money.
75% of the country's fiscal revenue. The problem is that relying mostly on oil makes a country like Saudi Arabia extremely vulnerable. For example, if something happened that made oil's demand drop, like an increase in electric vehicle sales, countries like Saudi Arabia wouldn't be able to recover financially. Potential market collapses like these are what Saudi Vision 2030 was created for, to ensure economic diversification before things could get out of hand.
Oh, okay, so they didn't just want to rip off the West. Yeah, bro, it's only a matter of time before the Saudis buy the WWE, bro. It's only a matter of time, bro, because once that happens, bro, wrestling's dead. Like, AEW just fucking sucks. They have the roster and, like, they have the talent there, but it's just, like, the booking is just awful, and you probably don't even know shit about wrestling. Never mind.
Put simply, the Riyadh Comedy Festival is a government-funded event created with the intention of boosting Saudi Arabia's public image. It is just a small part of a much bigger scheme to increase tourism to the country country and gain influence across the entire world. Now, if you're like Bill Burr, you could argue that this could be an honest, good faith effort to progress into a more modern society that is fair and just for all races, ideologies, genders, and sexualities. Saudi Arabia has shown in recent years to be following a more progressive path, most notable being the changes made in favor of women's rights, which now allows women the ability to drive cars, and their head coverings are optional, and they also have more opportunities in the workforce.
Wow, dude, they are so progressive now. I mean, like, the Saudis finally allowed women to drive cars, and to be fair, I mean, time to time, I do understand why women shouldn't be fucking driving.
Also made strides to prioritize things like accessible healthcare and affordable housing. Some people believe,
yeah, dude, affordable housing for the... Never mind.
That Saudi Arabia embracing more Western ideals should be something we universally...
Sorry, my stomach has been acting up all day, and I took a Pepto-Bismol before I decided to sit down and make this video. I am going to document each and every single fart that I make throughout this entire video. Yeah.
Support, but others say it's not that simple. Nowhere in the Saudi Vision 2030 annual report does it talk about what it's done to undo its human rights.
Bro, unless I'm getting a paycheck, I'm not stepping foot in Saudi Arabia anytime soon, brother. So I'm gonna be honest with you, I could truly give less of a fuck about this whole video. But anyways, bro, if you actually do care about this stuff, and if you want to actually educate my ignorant bitch ass, go ahead and leave a comment down below as to why I am a retard. Go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel. I killed the bug. I think I killed it. I think I killed the bug. Yeah, do all that fancy stuff down below. I'll see you later.